Sneako versus MoistCr1TiKaL. Sneako versus MoistCr1TiKaL. Alright. Okay, so what happened in the first place?
Stop. Before you do any holiday shopping this year, you really have to see. I'm going to show you one simple trick.
I mean it when I say I didn't really want to talk about today's topic. It's just some medium rare internet beef that I think is just kind of worthless to go over, but so many people keep bringing it up to me that I feel I should at least talk about it to some extent. So I'll go ahead and cannonball into the septic tank and doggy paddle around for a bit. The main topic involves a banned YouTube creator that I'm sure you've all heard of before. His name is Sneako. A lot of people compared him to like a diet Andrew Tate. He recently got banned, and he still does make
Look up? What you mean look up?
Recently, he started targeting me because I made jokes about his friends on the Fresh and Fit podcast, whom I think are beautiful.
Okay, so fuck. Where were those jokes then? Oh, it was this video when he was talking about. Okay,
this is an old video from Penguin Zero. They'll be all on this guy. I think he has good commentaries, but I saw these hit pieces about Fresh and Fit when they came out. I remember seeing this. This is my first time hearing about Fresh and Fit. Was all these videos, and especially the one that all these people reacted to, of Fresh talking about a story of him getting laid. Most embarrassing alpha male ever. And I've noticed this with Abla and Preach and anybody, all the documentaries made about me. Every time they react to a moment, the first thing they always say is they'll try to say like alpha male to try to invalidate whatever you're talking about. Like, oh, he thinks he's an alpha male, even though I've never called myself that one time.
Okay.
They try to belittle you because
I feel like the whole hierarchy of alpha males and sigma males and fucking ligma males, shit's stupid. If you say that you're a middle-aged man that gets no cooch and you have to search shit up to try to find something to call yourself because you're an alpha male or a fucking sigma male, you're a fucking dumbass, and you probably don't get pussy.
When you're trying to empower other people, it's like, oh, you think you're better than me? So they immediately try to bring you down. I don't know what you guys think about him, but I have a different perspective because this came out 5 months ago.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he thinks he's so big and tall and strong. You think you fuck bitches?
So he just sat there and mocked him for
the antidepressant nature. Agree.
Because I've had so many viral clips over the last year of them getting dunked on by the guests they bring on. I'm pretty sure the two of them have a humiliation fetish, which is the reason they keep this show running. But they're also kind of like the Voldemort of YouTube, at least they were for a little bit. They used to copyright claim and copyright strike anyone that would make fun of them or joke about them, saying that it was damaging their brand or making them look silly. Even though they themselves are the clowns in their own circus, they're making themselves look fucking stupid. They never actually won any of their strikes or claims or anything like that. They all got overturned. But still just absolutely cowardly pussy behavior from people that claim to be alpha males. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about Fresh and Fit as a whole or the entire production of it. I want to focus on one video they posted in particular, one that I still think back on with a little wet spot in my trap.
I mean, this is what the internet's done. The way, the disrespect he's talking and the way he's like, yeah, these little bitch-ass pussy bitches. You only say this because you're behind a screen.
He didn't even say that.
I mean, this is what the internet's done. The way
absolutely cowardly pussy behavior from people that claim to be alpha males. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about Fresh.
Exactly. If you say you're an alpha male, you're fucking weird. Okay, you're a weirdo. Say that you love middle-aged white woman blonde pussy, and stick with it, dude.
I want to focus on one video they posted in particular, one that I still think back on with a little wet spot in my trap.
I mean, this is what the internet's done. The way, the disrespect he's talking and the way he's like, yeah, these little bitch-ass pussy bitches. You only say this because you're behind a screen. If you were in front of Fresh or Myron, you would not speak with that level of confidence. The reason that you're so able to have this much happiness and you what a pussy bitch is because you never leave your room. You stay behind your screen all day so you get your superiority from talking to a camera. Face to face, you would shut up. It is what it is. And also, I'm going to talk. I called Fresh and Fit out that the first time I went on their show. I don't agree with DMCAing other people, but at the same time, there was a level of defamation that people were really lying on Fresh and Fit a lot when they were coming up, because when you're speaking like that alpha male ideology, everybody feels the need to bring you down. So no, they should have done that, but also that was the way they defended themselves at the time. Should they have done it? No, of course not. I called them out on that, and I don't. That's against free speech and everything. But bro, like, keep that same energy if you ever see him in public.
Browsers. It's one of the most delusional things I've ever seen from a YouTube channel. It's one of the hosts that is telling a story that is completely made up, just obviously fiction. He is literally
Sneako, why you keep talking about latency and lava, the audience and the team up when you force laughing petty stuff. They are pathetic.
making up
See, what the
fanfic
fuck is
on par
even
with Maya
God
Moore
Force?
in a way
Hell
that
no.
makes him look like
Hell
he
no.
constantly
If you're
fucks.
donating $5 and your name is God Force and talking about controversy, you're a weirdo.
Well, I'm pretty convinced
They do.
that the shorter guy here is a virgin.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. So someone in the chat says, why you keep talking to Leslie and Lava? You were giving them an audience so they learn to keep force laughing, petty stuff. They are pathetic. It's good to have back and forth in dialogue. Abba is a snake. He did the same thing to me that he did to Fresh and Fit. Like all these hippies videos, especially when everybody's against me, especially when the fact I got terminated making 3 videos in 2 weeks. Bro, the fact that this dude just called Fresh a virgin is just straight up fucking delusion. This guy that he's not been outside, he looks like he games all day long, he doesn't have any vitamin D, he just say it in his room and does these videos. Sometimes he makes good videos and it's funny, but to call him a virgin, it's stupid. Dude, literally, he's like, but it's Hasanabi behavior. Did you see the way they all say the same shit?
Yet he still makes these crazy claims and stories like the
Ooh, I'm pretty sure it's a virgin.
one I'm about to show you.
Alright guys, so you heard my L's, marrying a single mom, getting left out in the cold, basically in the car, never came downstairs. But today we're going to talk about my W.
And people in the chat are insulting his appearance right now. This is a testament to any guy in here, and especially Penguin Zero, all those fucking nerds who talk shit about Fresh. And this is coming from my friends, and like everything I heard about Fresh, I saw all these reaction videos before I met them. Everybody talking shit about it. He gets more bitches than you. He does. You need to learn game. You need to be successful. You need to learn how to DM the right people. You need to learn how to talk, how to be charismatic, how to network, how to be in the right places. Fresh has got the shit down. And I didn't believe it till I saw it. I didn't think he was a virgin like every fucking other liberal on here talking down.
Liberal?
He gets more bitches than you.
What?
So
What the fuck?
it's a
How
testament
did
to
that
everybody
even come
here
into
who's
play?
making fun of his appearance. He gets
W
more bitches.
Trump? W Trump?
You don't
Moist faggot?
need to be a 10 out of 10. You don't need to be 6'2". All that black pill, wheat waffles bullshit. All these guys crying about how they don't get laid, who are analyzing the way like an arm is around here and the circumference of your nose and all that shit. This autistic level of surveillance into interaction between men and women.
I don't think Sneako knows his audience, right? Shadow Killer?
If you have
Penguin
a
Zero
good personality, if you're fun to be around, if you get money, you know
habitually
the right places, and you're a good person with
sucks
friends,
on wieners.
you will get pussy. Anybody who knows Fresh in real life, and you can just go outside of Miami. If you don't believe what I'm talking about, just go outside of Miami. Everybody knows him at every single club. So stop overanalyzing and being so like, this is. Let go of that rage and actually listen to a guy like him, because you can learn. What a virgin. You don't know what you're talking about.
In terms of having 3 women in one day.
Let me stop you right there. I already don't believe you. It's super hard to think that anything they say is real when they constantly make stupid fucking claims like this one.
Not to mention they've both shown themselves to be frauds time and time again.
You know, we're both a triple-digit notch count. He's in the
This guy also made a hippies video about me. Jamari. We are all the same haters.
quadruples.
There is no reality in the entirety of the fucking multiverse where this man has slept with one woman, let alone over 1,000 of them.
Okay, so we've watched enough of this fucking idiot. What does the critical have to say?
Silly stuff that is entirely entertaining to make fun of, But Sneako didn't see it that way because he's a very sensitive guy, and he started writing their wieners to try and defend a blatantly outrageous story that one of them told about meeting a basketball player at a party, then being invited by that basketball player to a mansion, and then fucking a ton of girls at that mansion thanks to the basketball player, which sounds like something a Tumblr account would have made up, and ending with, and everybody clapped. It was such a goofy piece of fan fiction, it felt like he was begging to be humiliated and made fun of, so I started throwing some balls at the clown and dunking them in the tank. I made a video talking and joking about it, and Sneako saw this and he wasn't too happy, so he got offended on his friend's behalf, which of course is a very alpha male thing to do. I know Sneako doesn't like that nomenclature, he never calls himself an alpha male and thinks that it belittles him, but his fan base is and has been red-pilled and thinks of him as like a no-nonsense kind of guy who tells it like it is, a man's man. And yet, Sneako cries more than a 12-year-old going through puberty and has very public temper tantrums like a child who didn't get the Spider-Man toy they wanted for Christmas. So he was upset because I was making fun of them. He then makes a big rant about me, calling me a bitch, saying all kinds of things. He doesn't really make any points, he just insults my appearance a lot and makes very bold assumptions about me not going outside and shit like that, which of course has nothing to do with anything I was saying, nor does it debunk any of my points. Not that I was even really making points, I was just making jokes about a silly fucking story, and he's taking it as if I just gave a TED Talk on monogamy, because for some reason he somehow gets lost in like this Winter Soldier episode, like this delusional fantasy, where he starts making a statement on monogamy, which of course had nothing to do with the video I made.
I'm not gonna say names. Someone texted me. He's in a monogamous relationship.
What the fuck does the word monogamous mean? I don't even know how to spell that. Involving marriage at one person at a time. Having sexual relations with only one partner. Okay, what the fuck is the problem with that? Isn't that what fucking marriage is? To be married with one fucking person unless you're polyamorous, right? This shit is penguins from monogamous couple. Penguins from monogamous couples are breeding for. What the fuck, man? This is what I'm saying. This shit is dumb.
How old are you to really be calling another man?
This is the wrong video.
This is his girl.
What about it?
So there you go. I mean, I told you. Like,
I'm gonna assume here, what he's trying to say is his girlfriend is ugly. She's a white woman. He likes white women. Does Sneako have a girlfriend? Since he's such an alpha fucking male, does he have fucking bitches on his schmoink?
Hey, do you ever walk into a room and completely forget why you're there?
Yeah, how are you gonna empower women? You're data science?
Yeah, so he does have a girlfriend. All right. So not only is she basic.
It's probably like the best.
He's wearing a wetsuit.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So not only is she basic, a basic black or Hispanic woman, I can't tell. It's the same shit. What the fuck are you talking about? He's dating a basic white girl. She's dating basic fucking black or Latina girl.
This is his girl. So there you go. I mean, I told you, like, I could hear it in your voice. The fact that someone doesn't have to abide by those rules. Someone could go and fuck a lot of bitches. That it's so foreign to a lot of people's ideas, because when you get brainwashed, when you get told that monogamy is the answer.
What the fuck are you even talking about? What does this have to do with anything? What does bringing up a picture of me and my girlfriend have anything to do with anything that has happened? And where is monogamy even coming from? You're fighting an invisible enemy right now. You're fighting ghosts that aren't real. Like, none of this had anything to do with the video itself of me joking about a stupid fucking story that this guy told. Like, it's so weird. And he's been mad ever since, as I understand it. I, of course, don't really watch him, but I keep getting updates on Sneako not being happy, wiggling his finger saying, I don't really like this Charlie guy anymore for this. Like I said, because so many people keep bringing this up to me every day, I felt obligated to at least, talk about this a little bit and engage with the drama, even though I don't really...
Why the fuck did he change?
What I do want to talk about
That's the merge.
is the Black Friday. I'm familiar with children in real positions of, like, sexualization, where during, like, a twerking contest, they'd have cameras that would go, like, right into their ass and zoom in. It was fucking disgusting stuff. And I made a whole video talking about how fucked up it is that not only does it exist, but Netflix has promoted it and it's on their service. Regardless of what the intention was or what the message aimed to deliver from the director, it completely missed the mark.
Was that it for that?
The outrage around this film...
Oh, he's back to it. Holy shit.
The outrage around this film is misplaced, and it's actually a good movie.
Americans are like, this is deplorable. I saw this commentator, Penguin Zero, who I actually like. There's not a lot of good commentators, but he's like, this movie is deplorable. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing. And it's like he didn't even watch the movie. It's just like he only saw the clips that were going to piss him off. Or he just got so triggered by the provocative imagery that he just...
Maybe they're fucking children being exploited by Netflix. By a director.
See the reasons why she's doing what she's doing.
Sneako has said
for money, but still, you're probably underage.
Most recent rant that he does like my content, though I'm pretty sure he just says that to cushion the blow and like tiptoe around it, like before insulting me, just in case there's anyone in his chat that likes my content. He wants to make sure to not make them upset, so he makes sure to preface it by saying, "Well, I actually do like him, but." And then goes on to get super personal about it. This was my first real exposure to Sneako, and it's also the reason I don't care what his opinion is of me, because it's coming from a man who likes cuties. So why the fuck would it matter if he thinks I'm a bitch or anything like that? It legitimately couldn't mean less coming from a guy who openly defends a softcore child porn production.
Okay, if I ever wanted to get canceled, this is the video. I saw Cuties last night, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I went in ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover, and I got clickbaited. So did you. You got clickbaited. The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
Now, the reason I'm showing this isn't just to debate a multiple-year-old Sneako video that he completely ate shit on and had the worst possible take of with this whole cutie situation. The reason
what the fuck? No, because what the fuck does Gen Z have to do with it? Everybody in Gen Z knows that children are very sexualized. Which not only is not a good thing, but I think most of the people in my generation are fucking stupid. I'd like to think I'm fucking smarter than half the people who think, oh, maybe weed is good for me. Shut the fuck up. You know you're getting your fucking ass fried every night, okay?
Is because I haven't liked him since I saw this side of him. I was aware that he made other content, and apparently some of it was pretty good a couple of years back, but once I saw this video, it just showed me a really weird guy who... It seemed like really just wanted to be contrarian for the sake of it.
Huh?
And makes
what do you mean, huh? What happened? What happened, Deontay?
Terrible points in defense of this film for some reason. Like, even in your own video, you openly admit right there that, yes, it sexualizes children. Full stop, that's not okay. That's a problem.
Like, this girl, at one point, she takes a picture of her vagina and posts it on Instagram. Kids naturally just rebel. I like this movie because it's extremely provocative, but it's realistic. A major criticism of this film was that it's child porn, that they were just showing these kids and that it's going to bring a bunch of pedophiles in. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not more than anything else that's on the internet now, or not more than beauty pageants in America, which still exist and are exactly what you see in the film.
Do you go to beauty pageants to watch the kids, Sneako? I certainly hope not. Just because the beauty pageants, which are fucked up, completely agree, just because those exist in the real world doesn't...
Then again, the people doing beauty pageants are fucking southern white women who they were in a beauty pageant probably, or they were never in a beauty pageant, but they saw that shit on TV or in a movie, so they want to put their daughter through it.
Mean that that's justification for this movie. I feel like that should be obvious. You can't use this whataboutism like, oh yeah, Cuties has a lot of sexualization of children, but what about, you know, child beauty pageants? I mean, those are out there in the real world, so what's wrong with Cuties being on Netflix? I won't show you any more from this video, it's dog shit all across the board, but there is one more thing I'd like to highlight. Even when Sneako started to rise to popularity, I didn't pay too much attention because, again, in my mind, he will always be that guy that for some reason fights for this film, which is just fucking weird. So he's always just been kind of a weird person to me that I don't pay too much attention to, but I couldn't help but take notice of one of his more recent viral clips where he openly defends getting cucked.
So I wanted to break this down, like, because this was, imagine
Peer to peer?
you love, like, get fucked. Get fucked. Love her? Yeah, I do. I love it, yeah.
What?
I was like,
Take notice of one of his more recent viral clips where he openly defends getting cucked.
so I wanted to break this down, like, because this was, imagine seeing a girl you love, like, get fucked. Get fucked. Love her? Yeah, I do. I love it, yeah. Love her. I was about to say I love this bitch, I'm like, nah, I'm not say that. I love my queen.
And you allow the love of your life to get fucked by another man.
In front of you.
I'm crazy. The first time, as soon as I saw it, like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked. Like, feeling traumatic.
What? I know I don't remember you talking about this. This shit is crazy.
It's a lot but I think it's something everybody should do, just to test. I know. You know what?
It is a legitimately super sad thing to sit there and listen
I gotta see that entire clip. What? Fucking. I didn't even search it. What's happening? I'm reacting to shit. Which one was it? He's gone on the podcast 3 times. 3 fucking times. And he comes back often. Oh, his shit fucking failed. Obviously, you're reacting and watching his dude get fucked. Drama between Sneako or in Penguins? Wow, that's crazy. That shit's crazy.
bothered by that whole situation, but is trying to play it off like a deeper message. Like
So okay, so basically what happened was MoistCr1TiKaL, he goes on a podcast. It was like one of those fucking alpha male agendas podcasts, right? And he was making jokes about the alpha male ideology, and he made a joke about one of the guys on the podcast, right? So it turns out that guy on the podcast was Sneako's friend. So Sneako is now coming onto this, and he watches this video, and the entire time he's literally just insulting about how he's in a monogamous relationship, and how he is ugly, and how he stays in his room, basically Sneako's basically just calling Penguins a nerd. And so Penguins, aka CR1TiKaL makes a video, which is this one, where he basically talks about how Penguins watches Cuties, the Netflix movie. This is just the most recent part, the part I can remember and can explain pretty well. But Sneako likes the movie Cuties. Cuties was a movie from Netflix where they basically exploited children, and made them as like dancers. Let me search it up. Description. It was basically this movie. So they now have this movie. He makes this video basically just debunking everything Sneako said and basically fucking with him.
Guy out there and try letting their girl get fucked by another man. Then you'll know if it's real, if this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. It is fucking tragic to listen to. Now, I want to be clear, I have absolutely no problem with open relationships. I think everyone should be completely within the right to handle their relationships however they see fit and whatever makes them happiest. Contrary to what Sneako thinks about me, I have legitimately no issue with open relationships at all. But what Sneako's talking about here isn't so much an open relationship, it's cuckoldry. You have watched your girl get fucked in front of you on at least 2 occasions that he talks about.
2?
And you were right next to her, watching her get fucked, and one time you were so upset about it you had to leave the room after the 3rd pump, you said. You're clearly not really alright with this situation. You're for some reason forcing yourself to be okay with it. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and be an armchair psychologist like you try to do against me during your rants, but it really seems like you don't like it. And yet, for some reason, you're also trying to celebrate it and promote it like a good thing. It's just super sad. Like, if you're fucking other girls and she's fucking other guys, that's one thing, but you being in the same bed that she is fucking another man in and watching her, and then even talking about how, like, upset you were about how much she was moaning and the deep eye contact she was making with the man she was fucking in front of you, like, you're not really okay with it, it sounds like. So stop trying to pretend to be, and stop trying to make it seem like this is a good, healthy thing for everyone that everyone needs to try. It's just pretty sad. So this is always in the back of my mind when he starts critiquing my relationship, or really any relationship for that matter. Like, what really gives you the right, especially when you're clearly in a very complicated situation in your own mind with your relationship? So, like I said, I didn't really want to talk about this, but he apparently keeps shitting on me and making a big hoopla about it, and people keep bringing it up to me, so I felt like I should at least address it in some capacity. So this is me talking about it, and that's about it. So yeah.
Okay. So we know that. Let's read the comments. First we go to Sneako's video. Pimp Master Curbo. I love how Sneako keeps saying Charlie is mad and proceeds to get triggered when Charlie calls him a liar. Sneako can't oh my fucking god. Sneako can't even hide the fact that the video was funny. Bro is trying not to laugh. Sneako can't go 2 minutes without insulting somebody's appearance and saying he wouldn't say that in real life. Okay. First of all, Sneako is a Nike model, right? Look at this goofy shit. And you're telling me this is the dude that that is insulting other people's appearances. What the fuck is this? Bro's gargling that imaginary dick. Okay, guys. Let's go over here. This shit is crazy. This shit right here is crazy. Anyways, it's Overwatch time. Oh shit. Okay. Oh wow. Alright. We're gonna turn this off. Go here, go here, go here. Pop that on.